Okay, you guys, it's a brand new morning. I am in our schoolroom. My kids, we just finished up morning menus for the first time in way too long. And so they are finishing up their morning jobs, brushing their teeth, stuff like that. And then we will be starting with our school day, which will be good. I'm excited to get back into the swing of things and kind of finish the year out strong. So I am going to get what little work I did not get done. I did not run off spelling sheets last night because at some point I had to just stop and take a shower. So get that all situated and get our schedules printed and we should be good to go. My boys got started on their Fix It Grammar. This is the new program that they just came out with and we are loving it so far. See? So this is March. All right, let's see our months of the year real quick. Ready? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August, September. While my boys were doing their independent work, I went ahead and pulled in my girls, my first grader and my 4-year-old, to do our calendar time. Normally we do this as part of our morning menus. I have a template that I love that my friend Nina from Nina Farms Home and Life made. So if you are interested in that, I bet you can message her on Instagram or YouTube and ask how you can get your hands on that because it made calendar easy and fast and worked so good for us for the majority of the year. However, during the month of March and also earlier on during the school year, I did this more elaborate and extensive calendar time. I have a video I'm going to link up here for you guys of our calendar time where I walk you through everything we do in this more extensive layout. There are certain objectives that I believe need to be repeated daily in order to solidify in the brains of those primary kiddos. Things like patterns with date tags or skip counting, or most importantly in my mind really, what I'm working on right now with them is place value. I saw a huge difference in understanding with borrowing and carrying between my oldest son, who I did not do this with, and my youngest son that I did. My youngest son was able to understand the borrowing and the carrying concepts so much easier because we did this little place value system daily with calendar. So be sure to head on over to that video, check it out because it does show you what all we go through and why. Good job. No, Mabel. No, Mabel. No.
I don't pretend to do more than that. Woods Runners.
My 5th grader and I began a novel study on this day. We are reading through the book Hatchet. I read Hatchet in 5th grade and it's a standout memory for me, so I'm excited to go through this with him especially. I grabbed a resource off of Teachers Pay Teachers and it has been great so far. There are lots of notebooking questions and pages as well as other fun activities, so I'll definitely link that down below. I wanted to show you guys real quick the book I just picked up. It's M is for Mama. Funny story is Abby, the author of the book, is close to the town that I live in. She is actually now an instructor at our old gym that we were a part of and that we're gonna rejoin again this year because it has a pool and great instructors. And so yeah, I am super excited to read this book. It was at Mardell and it was 20% off, you know, because all books are 20% off there. So I'm really excited to dig into that one this evening. I actually ended up calling an audible to my husband. I was like, I I can't with the supper and with people here at the moment. Could you take the kids out to get something cheap to eat? And so he took all of them out, and they went to go get something cheap to eat. It is calling for rain every single day this week. So I think I'm going to take this time now that I've finished my workout and put all of the stuff that's out here right now, kind of put all of that away. And then I'm going to, I think, force myself to do a little bit of like breakfast prep for the week and stuff like that, especially because I'm not sure if we will keep, you know, electricity and power, stuff like that. With it storming, there are literal lightning bolts every day this week, every day. It's now officially the next day, and this spring semester I decided I wanted my kids to learn the geography of the 50 states and where they are in our country. So we are taking 5 to 10 minutes in the mornings a couple of days a week and going over the states with a song and pointing to them on the map. Super easy, and they love it. Okay, so we are finally at Friday, the week after our spring break, so kind of our spring reset, and getting ready to take some spelling tests. We're just going over just the states and their geography, where they are. We've studied the United States before, but we did not really concentrate too much on the geography portion, and we're not spending a lot of time on that now, but I do want them to know a general area of where some of the states are located. So just thought that would be an easy, fun, quick thing to do in the mornings, a couple of times a week. So we have spelling tests today and math, and then I think we're going to work on a little bit of an art project in relation to snails, study some more about those, and if we get the chance, go to the library. So busy day ahead, but we can do it. And kitchen always needs to be cleaned. Good. Okay, so we're studying for spelling tests right now. Good job. There's my new plant. I got it sprouts. I need to go get some perlite so I can pot her. All right, finish up, mammer. Go. I also just realized I haven't had coffee yet today. I was like, why is my head hurting? I need to make some coffee. So I'm gonna make some coffee and go from there. If you are in Texas, and you've probably heard of H-E-B, it is a grocery store chain here, but it's not everywhere in Texas because it's not in East Texas. But when I went to Waco, they have one, and they have some of the best coffee. So it was a good way to start the morning. All right, Owen, your first word is very. Very. I'm very excited. Today is Friday. Okay, so we are taking spelling tests. We are using Evan Moore this year, and it's okay, the verdict's still out, but I'll let y'all know if we do that next year or not. But I wanted to show you guys, early on in the year, I ran off a bunch of these spelling sheets, front and back, so they will use one sheet for 2 tests. We have a test on Friday, and that way I don't have to worry with running off 3 different sheets every single Friday. It's the little things, you know? All right, Owen, you ready for the next one? Your next word, it's okay, next time. Your next word is they. They are going to the store. They. Okay, so I have one doing a spelling test, one finishing up his lesson practice on Saxon. That's all he's having to do on this Friday instead of the lesson practice and the mixed practice. He's just practicing what he learned in this particular lesson. And then I've got the 2 girls, I think they're playing together. I'm gonna go ahead and finish Owen's spelling test and then call in the kindergartner and she'll come do a spelling test and they'll kind of swap. Oh my goodness, she is a first grader. I'll call in the first grader. Thanks guys. She will come do her spelling test and little big brother will swap with her and be the playmate for the 4-year-old. For just a minute.
Oh, he said.
Job. All right. Let's go with shake, Hallie. Huh?
Are they the buttons now?
No. Go to 5. Finger on number 5. Put your finger on number 5. Yep, right, shake. Okay. Daring. So now we've kind of switched. We got brother working on math. Another one, last one finishing up his spelling test. And big sister's done piano and now she's reading to the 4-year-old in their secret hideout.
And Mabel is just being Mabel.
And Mabel is being Mabel.
Hey.
Puppy and homeschooling. Not for the faint of heart. Edifying experience, really. Okay, finished up our math and our spelling test, which were the major things I wanted to accomplish today. We're gonna very, very quickly kind of talk about snails, and this goes with our Exploring Nature with Children curriculum that we have. We don't spend a lot of time on this right now. I'm not the best at nature study, but the effort is there and we're trying, so that's what counts. So this week we are talking about garden snails. And so we're gonna read about them. We've already watched a YouTube video over them, and then we're going to do an art project that I found. So that's on the agenda. So we're getting ready. Everybody's over there on the nugget. We're gonna talk, watch, and work. I really enjoyed this lesson with Exploring Nature with Children. We admittedly have not been very consistent in using this curriculum throughout our year, but on this particular day it worked out great. And honestly, that's something I'm learning this year, is that not everything has to be done all the time. Having little bite-sized deep dives that are only a day or 2 long is okay. And that's something that's honestly hard for me to comprehend. So it's been good.
Can you grab me some orange? Orange.
Now, they used a bunch of the same color or different colors?
Different.
Did it use, listen, did he use the actual color of the snail? Is a snail really orange and blue and pink?
No.
No. So does yours have to be the exact same color as whatever you're making? No. We studied the art form of Fauvism according to Exploring Nature with Children, and then attempted our own take on this form of art, and they had a great time. We've reached lunchtime, thank goodness, and it is a beautiful day in East Texas. So normally I go and eat in my room and catch up on any work or anything that I want to. It's kind of my time, and everybody kind of goes their separate directions so we can all debrief and take a breather from each other. But today I'm eating outside. I've actually set up a little chair with my drink and my lunch and my Kindle, and I'm just gonna enjoy being outside in our hammock eating lunch. It's gonna be great. Okay, obviously I have changed clothes. I had loaded all the kids up to go to the park this afternoon because it is gorgeous in spring here in East Texas. And on the way there, my husband called and said he was going to be home early and said he could take them. And of course I said, yes, please. So we turned around and came back home and waited for him to get here. And then he got here and took them and the puppy all to the park. And so I am about to go run some errands. I've got ribs cooking in the oven and they smell so good. So I'm gonna sign off here. Thank you guys for joining along on my spring reset this week. It definitely started off hard. I have one kid in particular that coming back after a break of any kind is a real struggle for. So definitely the beginning of the week was rough, kind of getting back into our normal routine. But by the end of it, we were all glad to have that consistency back, including that one little guy. So if you guys like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. That lets me know what you're liking and what you want to see more of. If you have not done so already, please consider subscribing. It totally helps out channels like mine. I really appreciate it when you guys do that. And if you want to be notified when I upload any new videos, be sure to hit the notification bell, and that will let you know when there's something new here. All right, you guys, I'll see y'all later.